Okay, welcome back. This is game 4 of the Santa's Head tribute games that took place in October 2019. This is the fourth game that I'm casting. However, this is, I believe, the sixth game that was played. Perhaps if you saw in the last video, Limp was ecstatic at the fact that he was 5-0. Obviously, a very good game for Limp, despite several highlights of him getting exploded in various parts of the map, most notably the swamps. He is still one of the good ones in World War II, however, and he has, I believe, put up double digits in almost every single game so far, so it's good to see him causing some havoc and destruction, as well as, I guess, winning 5 games in a row. But with that, let's see what happens. So yeah, we have Team Overdose with Ray Noob Scratch, OWO or Asmodean, Limp, Trevelyan, and Walter White against Spy with Sneaks, Wayward One, Ripper, Spoon, and Thalander. This is a classic Overdose versus Spy match. I wouldn't say, either team has a
game on
captain advantage or disadvantage. Plenty of talent on both teams. I would say Spy's team, if Ripper is in fact Raper, perhaps Spy's team is slightly better, but I think part of that would be neutralized by the fact that Overdose has 7 players on his team and Spy only has 6. So all in all, I think these are somewhat even teams, and we'll see what happens. We shall see. Again, Thalander going swamps again. He really loves making this sort of L move. Sneaks backing him up. Doesn't appear anybody's going planes, however. Walter White going planes for Team Overdose. Trevelyan backing him up. Overdose a bit slow, but making his move to the planes as well. Alright, so we're seeing a front being formed kind of along this sort of line right here. The planes is continuing to push because they're not meeting any resistance. Yeah, so now we're getting a large front sort of on this crescent shape right here. Thalander, relentless, trying to push this hill. We'll see if he can make it happen. Sneaks appears to be getting gunned down in the middle. And Ripper as well, getting a push on the hill. Getting grenaded. In the plains, we see Walter White, Trevelyan. I assume this was Overdose. Ooh, great grenade by Wayward One, killing 2 of Walter White's soldiers. Back at defense, we see Overdose engaging Thalander 1-on-2, and he takes out both of Thalander's soldiers with a suicide RPG, it appears. Spoon, tactical retreat. This is going to be bad. Yep, that wasn't the best for Trevelyan, unfortunately getting RPG by maybe Wayward One or somebody. Yeah, this retreat has fizzled out. I think they should retreat at this point. And it appears as though Overdose should be calling for the all defense command very soon. Instead, however, we see that Trevelyan and Walter White are trying to make something happen. Oh, that was a great cannon shot by Spy. Yeah, perhaps it wasn't, Walter White a bit displeased with himself. Perhaps he wasn't in their best interest to continue that attack. Maybe they should have retreated. Trevelyan trying to stave off this attack by Ripper. Finally, Overdose calls for the all-D. Overdose calling for the all-D, but it could be too little too late. Scratch, when you factor in the percentages, Overdose really only has 3 soldiers left. And Team Spy would, I guess, have 7. Overdose actually now has 1 of 2 remaining soldiers. Now Overdose has the last remaining soldier, trying to gun down Ripper. Appears to have some trouble. He appears to be shooting his own cannon. Now he goes in for the stab and saves the cannon right before it's stabbed to death. But yeah, it appears as though this game is all but over. Scratch trying to make a desperation kill. Limp, upset that he's going to get his first loss of the night, it seems, unless a miracle happens. Scratch throwing up a prayer. Let's see if jeez. That's why Scratch is one of the best. Going down, taking one down with him. However, I don't think it's going to work because Overdose gets zooked in the face as usual, and Team Spy takes the victory. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about this game. There was a lot of back and forth. I think. Scratch, he got a couple of kills, including the enemy cannon, so that was good on him. Overdose, a couple of kills. Trevelyan putting in some good work, but apart from that, Team Spy was really just, again, relentless, and the Swamps attack led by Thalander and Ripper, they were, unlike previous games where that Thalander has tried to take the swamps, he was actually able to get up on this hill and cause a little more destruction. Perhaps Ripper is the partner that Thalander needed in order to realize his dream of winning via the swamps, even though he was eventually repelled later in the game. Wayward One, a banner game for him. 5 kills, 23 damage, 2 losses. I believe he was mostly in the plains, doing some damage. He had that excellent grenade, killing 2 of Walter White's soldiers with that one grenade, and obviously got a few more kills along the way, including the final RPG, shooting Overdose in the face and closing out the game. Yeah, so great game by Wayward One, and yeah, it was an exciting game. And unfortunately, Overdose, he was not able to lead Limp to his sixth win in a row. I guess it's fitting that Overdose is the captain that lets the legendary Limp down. Even though I will say he only had one damage and three losses, so perhaps it wasn't only Overdose's fault. However, it is fitting that he is the captain that led Limp to his first loss.
Game over.